Hi, Sharad. Thanks for taking time out for today. And it's a real pleasure that you are here. And we will have a brief conversation on the new scenarios and trends. And I must confess that I'm a big fan of this brand from my childhood. And that shows that I'm
Wow,
keeping few jerseys for Lamborghini as a brand with me, and
that's super.
I really always appreciate this brand. So let me start by asking you that with this new way of working and the new scenarios that we are seeing the change, how do you see this? What are your views?
It's a scenario which is challenging as well as a scenario which is giving us new opportunities to learn. Challenging in the way that it is something new. We are not used to of working from home and everybody sitting in their remote places and trying to contribute to the organization whatever way they can do. And I will say that it is positive because it is teaching us a new way of working. So I'll say that in past we had all these technologies which were always available to us, but I don't know if we were using them to their potential. But this new way or the new challenge is teaching us that how we can utilize this technology and still try to be more efficient and effective despite of all of us sitting from remote places. This is giving us new learnings in terms of the way we can look at the future way of working, because there are few benefits which it is coming to us directly. One is it is helping us to be efficient despite of sitting at home, and we are having more quality time at our hand. We are not spending time in commuting from our office to home or home to office. So we have more quality time which we can contribute to the organization or to our family, to children and wife, and we can have better work life balance. Second, it is definitely more cost effective because working from home means there are a lot of cost savings which organizations can look at in time to come. And given the way the scenario is going, there is going to be a lot of pressure on the financials, and this will definitely give us cues that how we can actually optimize our cost in time to come. Third, I will say that it is also going to give us opportunity to reach to a lot of people who are not able to join the formal work environment. They are having their different commitments and not being able to contribute officially to the organization. And this way of working can help us to reach out to these brilliant minds and see how they can contribute to us in terms of business growth and business contributions. And fourth, I will say, and the most important is we are also making a very positive contribution to our environment. We are seeing that the air around us is getting more cleaner, and working from home, we can look at how we can reduce the traffic on roads in time to come, have flexi working hours, different shifts of people, and see that how we can contribute more positively to the environment in time to come and give us better future for our future generations.
Very nicely articulated. And I would also like to have your views on, due to this pandemic, do you see any impact on the luxury car segment?
It is definitely going to have an impact, and the impact is going to be both on supply as well as on the demand. On the supply side, our factory is not functioning right now, and we have announced the lockdown till 3rd of May, uh, which means that whatever pipeline of orders we have, we are already foreseeing a delay of 3 to 5 weeks there. And on the demand side also it will have a huge impact, because once the businesses are open after the lockdown, the priority of people will be to set their business rolling, to get to their normal way of working, and this will take 4 to 6 months of time. And definitely I see that buying a car will take a back seat. So I anticipate that the luxury car industry will see a decline in the quarter 3 and quarter 4. We follow the calendar year, uh, to the tune of about 20 to 25%, and it is definitely have an impact on the business.
Hmm. So big, almost setback to the industry, I must say. And what are your thoughts on the new trends that one should follow or adopt, or as a mantra from your side, um, which one should see proactively and start working on for the next few years? in their routines to have better productivity?
I think the COVID situation is teaching us a lot of positive things. We have to see that how we can optimize our cost in the new environment what we all are facing. So options like using more technology, options like work from home, options like how do we optimize various other costs in terms of travel, stay, lodging, and also see that how we can get more productivity from people despite of us, we are connected virtually with each other. The mantra for the coming times should be more on how do we conserve more cash, because the situation around us remains uncertain
Very
for some
important.
time until we see that situation is turning normal. We have to see as an entrepreneur and as an organization that we are only making investments or the expenses which are at most important and necessary for the business to run through. And once the situation is turning back to normal, we should go back to our normal investments or the normal approach to the business. So that should be my mantra actually for the time to come.
Right. So you want to comment on the private, public, or the private government partnership? How should we see? Because we have seen a lot of camaraderie during this time. Um, what do you feel about that?
I think it's very positive. Everybody is trying to contribute in their own way. The government it's doing its bit, and the private and the business entrepreneurs and individuals in their own capacity are trying to contribute the way they can be more effective. In this scenario, it is really showing the power of one nation and one country, and also we are all putting nation first here and people first. So this
Absolutely.
is really very positive for all of us to see how we are fighting it together. The government is trying its best to take care of the lower strata of the society, providing them basic essentials, and also the kind of liquidity measures which the RBI has announced recently for the NBFCs and for the other important sectors. One of the most important contribution which the government has to look at, that how do they maintain the liquidity in the system, because all the businesses right now are undergoing a big stress around that. uh, we need to look at the cost of capital, because it is also one of the highest in the world, and we have to see that how we can support the businesses in that, because that is one big item of expense which is lying in their P&L. And then government has to see how they can initiate various projects after the lockdown period is over to accentuate demand in the marketplace. We need to work together to see that we reach back to the normal working of the economy as soon as possible, and that should be the priority going forward.
Great. Great chatting, and I'll connect with you some other time. Thank you so much for your time. Stay safe. All the best.